Hey, how's it going, Roosters? This is Rock, and I'm doing a VOD review of Braxis Holdout. So, one thing I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to do a dad joke. If you watch my stream, I do dad jokes now, so I'm not amazing. It's from a book. Okay, my drug test came back, and it's negative. My dealer sure has some explaining to do. But, yeah. Don't do drugs, kids. Alright, jumping in. We've got Braxis Holdout. So Braxis Holdout is actually a very draft-dependent map. And very objective focused. So I'll be hovering around on the tank a lot here as we start. Not necessarily picking on Sodium, but Sodium looks to be tanking this time. So one of the things to remember as we play is we want to make sure that we are getting our KTZ stacked early game, and we don't have a real boy in our variant. So make sure that we try not to overextend too much, but also do that. One of the things you also want to do every time you load into the screen is understand what's our win condition and what's theirs, because you want to make sure that you do yours and fall into theirs. So looking at both compositions real quick, we'll slow it down as we're starting to actually become real. I love that you guys did this. Most teams do not do camps on this map. The fact that you sent someone up here to do this camp already is like 10,000 IQ for anyone that plays this map in Divi. Right, so Thrall into Gazlo. Thrall can duel Gazlo better until he gets some of his other talents. But the big thing that you have there besides dueling is it's going to come down to wave clear and point control. Point control, unfortunately, might go in Gazlo's favor because he can put turrets down for vision, and he can probably out wave clear you. So coming up here and doing this camp is actually very smart. Not only is it the easy camp, but it's smart because it helps push a lane that maybe was only 50-50 to winning. And so if you're winning your lane, that means that Thrall can win the top point and cover your weaknesses of the fact that you're trying to stack on Toast and that Varian isn't a real boy. So if you did all of that 10,000 IQ stuff, well done. If you just went to the easy camp because it's the easy camp, that's fine too. Don't forget camps on Braxis. Everyone forgets the camps on Braxis. So we did a lot of dueling down here. Make sure you guys don't push up too hard. There's no Rhaegar showing. You just saw Anduin over here, so Anduin's also on the camp, right? You just saw the little wave. So just be careful. You're not a real boy yet, so and you don't have a healer. It's okay to... Oh my gosh, is Judo gonna die? What the... Okay, I'm guessing he didn't have his D. That shouldn't happen. Like, Joe shouldn't die there. But, whatever. Just remember that you need to keep a count of where their heroes are and where your healer was. Cranky just got here. And so, without being 10s, you are... Or, sorry, without being 4, Varian has a low health pool, so he can get blown up real easily. So, just be aware. So, you guys are winning this point here. And then, like I said up here, this is where Sugarman hopefully turns this into a win, because now Gazlo can't just free clear the wave. He has to take care of this. So Gazlo should be able to win, or sorry, Sugarman should be able to win top now. You don't have to duel him per se. You just need to get the points so the bottom team can do stuff. So, okay. So, we need to heal up and get tapped here soon. Now that we're almost 4s. Okay, we're going to do camps. I would have liked... instead, to see an instant 4 attack instead of coming to this camp. I get it. Because Sugarman should be communicating, hey, I lost top. Right? This map is all about a tug of war. You don't have to hold both. You just need to hold one. So the fact that he has to back because of his duel with Gazlo, right, and he doesn't have tap, that means that we're losing top, which Gazlo has already taken. So since Gazlo's losing top, doing this camp means that we lose bottom. Even if they don't come invade you, just you can't hold. If they just run 4 people at poor Varian, there's nothing that Varian can do. So Varian probably dies here. Oh no, they don't have any CC. Yeah, Varian probably lives. But that's just something to think about, that when you guys choose to do things, yes, doing the camp here, I think is huge and can help your bottom side and your bottom push. Just the timing of it has to be pristine because of the map. So, yeah. So we end up giving them some percentage. Question becomes how much percentage? Are you Q stacks? You are Q stacks. Okay, that's why you're staying up so aggressive, Sodium. I was like, what the heck? You keep running in and just spamming Q. It's because you're Q stacks. Okay, that's a good taunt. People weren't focusing it. You need to live. Dr. J needs to live. Okay, so Thrall finally got his top back. Toast with a good combo. There's the yoink. Okay. This is just, yeah, you're just too low, so you need to go home. You guys need to reset. So again, we need to be communicating this. If we're losing this point, right, like it's going to happen because you can't outwave clear him. Thrall will not outwave clear Gazlowe. So if we're losing this point, we need to be making sure that we either are healthy and ready to fight on the bottom one, which we weren't. We backed up twice now, right? Or we send a +1 up here to help get this camp. Once we took this camp down here, right, the question becomes, what do we do with it? Is it a distraction so we can get a point? Is it meant to be siege with, so we're supporting it and we need 4 players? Are we taking off the map so they don't steal it, right? You don't just take camps to take camps. The camps have to have purpose. And so us taking this camp meant that we gave up this point, and 2 of our people now have no health, no resources, and have to go home. So Cranky might be able to tap, but... So we've given them effectively 70% for free of time that we didn't need to give. So Gazlowe's now like throwing his body away to try and hold on to the point, right? So now that Gazlowe has it, what are we going to do? So let's go back to the Varian POV. Nope, that's not Varian. Dragon. Okay, look at where our team is. Varian's playing for the point and or looking for a taunt. Is there anyone in range for you to hit Sodium if you taunt? The only target is Joe, right? Anduin probably doesn't have his D because he used it already, and it's a long cooldown. So if you can get a taunt on the Joe, Dr. J can ding, 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 ding up on him, and then maybe you get a kill. The ding, ding, dings came out, but it's a little late. It was at a combo button, so I'm guessing you didn't call that you were looking for that kill. You were just running at the point. Try your best to communicate that you're looking for that kill. So now that you got your kill, you guys should never lose bottom again. Just flat out, you should not lose bottom. Because you guys have a very strong pick comp. Right? So going back to the very, very beginning, when you load into the game, you should say, what's our win condition? Right? Your win condition, even though it's straightforward, is pick. If you pick Varian in the draft at all, and he's tank, it's a pick. The difference between pick and all in some of these other ones is that your goal is every time taunt is up, you're looking for a quick blow-up pick. You're not necessarily looking for giant 5v5s. Varian's not going to run into the whole team of 5 and taunt something, right? You want to get like rotational picks, positional picks. You want to just be forcing the enemy team to trade taunt for cooldowns, right? And that first time you did a taunt, a D did come out, so then D wasn't available for the next kill. So just continue to keep pressuring on that. So if you're playing for picks and playing off of that D, you got to make sure that you are in position because people are definitely going to be running around trying to assist you. So that's a good taunt. Yep, overstayed. That's a good one from Toast. That's a double. Once again, you should never lose bottom. So are we sieging or are we getting... Oh no, Cranky. See, Cranky tried to siege with you because it looked like you guys were sieging, but you didn't really need to siege. Like, there's a globe bottom. Cranky wanted the globe. Thrall should be communicating how top's going. It looks like he's still 50-50 with him. So, unfortunately, he tried to dive in and hit the building with you guys, and now you guys don't have a healer, and Toast almost died there too. So, just be aware of your overstay, because especially this map is a resource tug of war. You just saw Anduin actually top, so you really need to make sure that Thrall stays safe. Thrall's going to go home, so we can't give up bottom anymore, right? So Judo Chop just walked at you. Obviously, there's nothing to be scared of right away. Toast getting stacks and combos. Okay. Oh, that might be a little bit of an overextension from Dr. J. No, we're okay. Taunt this as soon as it comes out. Any target. There you go. Even though you didn't get the kill, that's now doesn't have pull, right? So now we're looking for another taunt. Right, that's our win condition. We're looking for taunts. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Yep, taunt that Judo. You got to get on that point. Oh, see, we didn't do a good job here of communicating what we're doing. Like, if Sugar has to lose top, right, we need to be communicating where we go and what we do. So because Toast, not that he's doing anything wrong, he's trying to get stacks, right? So we need to back up just a little bit further than that, too. This is minor, minor things, right? Look at where Toast is. Look at where Tank is, right? We want to make sure our #1 goal is to get Toast stacked, right? Toast is on his way. He's not there yet, right? Like, 24, he's doing great, right? This is a very, PvP hardy map, so he's doing good. But, like, if Toast is going to get pushed off here, like, you're both kind of fighting off of each other, or not fighting with each other. Like, Toast already is weak, so he's tapped now, right? Okay, so right here, do you need to be on this point? I think this bush is a good call. This is a good, hey, watch out, they could be coming from the bush. Okay, I don't think you need to be on the point, because one thing you may not realize about the point gives vision. Right? Like, it's like if you show a little bit, you'll see the whole point. So, you don't want to be necessarily dancing on it unless you have to contest it. Okay, you've ran into Joe, right? I have now found the enemy tank. I have no vision of this side or this side. So the question becomes to potentially Toast here. Toast, where should I be? Do I think I can kill Joe? Probably not. My cooldowns are almost back up. But I do want to get a stack. An easy stack would be to hit whatever Varian hits, right? So Toast comes up saying, okay, are you going to hit it? Because I'm in range. Okay, he didn't hit it. You should also be thinking, I want to get Toast stacks. Look where look where Joe just went. Right? So if you can come down here and help, right? Like if you would have come down here and just been communicating, we're looking for a pick, we're looking for a steal, we're looking for stacks. He lands it. If you were here, this is a dead task. You have taunt, you're over, heroic strikes up. Like, that's a dead task. Instead, Toast almost dies because he's trying to get stacks. Right? And now we're split. Right? This is a little bit of an overextension from Dr. J. There really is no kills here, and so now we've thrown all of our buttons. So, instead of having potentially what should have been an advantageous 4v4, we're now cooldown restricted and resource restricted, so they're going to be coming in. So, as you guys ran into this position, right, because everybody trickled in slowly, Thrall should have been saying, I need help top. I need help top. Right? Or you guys should be communicating, we're losing bot, we're losing bot. Because you guys are so close to winning this, and any time given is them winning. So you have to play, and when you're the pick comp, because your wave clear is pretty garbage, and like outside of Odin and KTZ. Right? You can't defend Zerg very well. You're going to get walled in by Tassadar. You're going to get wailed on with arrows from Zul'jin. Right? So, like, yes, you can clear, but, like, you would rather be the offensive. And so since your team is not about, stopping the objective, you're about getting picks and kills, you can't give up the objective for free. So, like, you tried, right? Like, that was a good attempt here to do your fight. But as soon as that failed, this should have been, okay, we need to regroup. Like, who's going top? Because you don't have any resources anymore. There's no taunt available. Like I said, combo's up. No heals. Someone should have went top. Just because we're so low on resources now. And then I'm not sure what happened there. Like, we accidentally gave them this point because we, like, all walked away. So, whatever. Just communicate which one you want and which one you want to play and do for. Because the way that we did it just resulted in nothing. Okay, so we have all 5 players rotating up to stop the Zerg because our clear is bad. Our clear is not, I guess, instantly or super fast. So, oh wow, you got a pick there. That's nice. That's always nice. Oh my gosh, Sugarman almost died. Okay. You should be pretty much only catching Soap Globe Sodium. Like, sure, you can, like, get some Q stacks, but, like, you just need to be catching Soap Globes, right? So, okay. So, we traded a wall for half a wall because we rotated every up and we got the kill on the Gazlo. So, I don't agree with blue team saving this many people to defend. Like, they didn't need that many people down here to defend. They could have actually swapped Gazlo down here, and Gazlo could have just defended this, and then they could have tried pushing with theirs top. So, I think that's a bad move on blue's part. Blue should have been pushing harder. So, whatever. So, we talked about our win condition, right? So our win condition is pick and blow up. So what is Blue's win condition? Do you have any ideas? So Blue's win condition is very late game focused because they're playing for 20s. Like, Zul'jin is a late game hero, needs stacks. Gazlo tends to be team fight wombo combo, and at 20 gets the crazy E-bombs. This is what you would call an all-in comp, right? So what they want to do is they want a Blessed Shield into Light Bomb, into Black Hole, into Axe or Tazdingo, into Wombo. Like, this is called an all-in comp. So the way that they win is once they hit 10s and they have their ults, they're going to throw all of their ults and hopefully get 2 to 3 kills, right? They don't want to fight people one-on-one. Their main engage is Joe Shield, right? Like, they have to walk at you. There is not a, short-term engage. So since they're all in, you need to make sure at draft you say, hey, they're all in. Let's split them apart. Let's not let them do their wombo combo. Let's not take fights in areas where they can do their wombo combo. Your team does not want to go to boss, right? This team wants to boss, not because they have boss tools, but because if you come to the boss, there's a good chance that they can throw all of their buttons and get kills. They have a little bit of boss control. Usually you have like a Falstad or a Tyrael or something for true boss control, but they want to fight at a boss. They want to fight at the point. They want to bring all 5 people and blow you up. You guys are not wanting that. You want picks. So don't run at them 5v5 if you can help it. So we cleared. We're doing camps. That's fine. Until they took this camp, we didn't have vision of them. So we may have not been okay being in this lane or showing in this lane. Let's make sure we keep an eye on the idea of where are they, right? Because they could have came top and ganked Thrall after we knew they took this, after we showed that we took this camp. So, or they could have tried to gank Varian down here in this bush. So just be aware. Good job holding that bush, Sodium. So once again, we want to pick, right? So can we find a pick? We're pushing with this camp because Toast is stacked. So Toast is almost stacked. We want to get Toast stacked so we can get a pick, right? So if you can get a taunt here, right? It looks like you're trying to charge. If you can get a charge and a taunt here, worst case, what? It gets pulled or Anduin pull. If not, that's a dead target, right? Toast is right behind you. All right, the pull came out and you did bonus damage. Well done. Okay, Toast is stacked. Let's do it again, right? 4 seconds. You should be communicating. I got taunt in 4 seconds. Toast almost did it by himself. Feel free, Toast, to wait for your tank as well. Like, I know KTZ, you can, like, make plays happen, but feel free to wait. Like, you don't have to force all of those buttons when you could have just waited for a taunt target. Taunt's up. Let's see it. Like, Toast is over here just making plays. Like, I'm loving that you're doing this. But, like, again, let's work together with our team. Oh, my gosh. How did you live? Friggin' Cranky or the Q. Okay, so it is Tazdingo. So, once again, what's our win condition? Are we playing for top point, bottom point? How do we communicate it? They are down a player, so we can hold at least one. So, because of where we at, I think that holding bottom is correct. I would not run top. Right? We already have people here. We have the advantage here. And Thrall can hopefully do his 1v1 duel and out-trade. I need to look at this Thrall build. I think this is absolutely wrong. But later. Especially if you're 1v1 dueling all the time, I would not be taking that build. Okay. Let's see what we do. So, can we get this Anduin? Right? We should be talking about taunt. So, we weren't together. Like, Toast, either you weren't saying that you were looking for a taunt, or Toast didn't think you could land something. But we should be, if we're engaging, there should be follow-up damage, and we did not get it. I also need to watch the Tychus's buttons again. Let's just do that real quick. I'll do it once. So, let's see, are we using the Tychus buttons in the right order? It'll be the next question. So, let's go to Tychus's POV for this. Okay. So as soon as the taunt happens, you should be D'ing first, because D is percentage health damage. Oh, you took bigger they are. Oh, man. You have a finisher. I guess it's okay. Bigger they are is effectively turns Tychus into a mage, because now you're doing burst damage on the front half. So even more so, you need to be doing D early, because you don't do bonus damage once they get below, what is it, 40% of their health? 30% of their health. So you need to be hitting D first. So as soon as Sodium taunts here, right, you should be not grenade, right? You should be E into D. Right? If he's looking for this, you need to be E into D. Like, your D gets turned on, but it doesn't work with your Q. Right? Like, you can't use your D while your Q's up, because it overwrites. It just does a Q. So try not to spam all your buttons. You want to be, in that case, in almost every case, because of you went bigger they are, which I'll explain later, but since you went bigger they are, you need to be doing D first on every target that you hit. Because if you don't, your D does not get value, right? Because once they go below 30%, minigun no longer has any bonus health damage. You don't do percentage health anymore. You just do Tychus damage, basic damage. So, okay, we missed our kill. We can't afford to lose both. They're running at you. Bottom here. You get your Q stacks done. See, Thrall. I said, oh no, Thrall lost. Just look real quick. Did he at least trade for the Wombo up here for you? So you just walked in, you used 2 abilities, you used 3 abilities. No, you just walked at him. Oh no. Oh, he did okay. He did throw grabber for you. Yeah, we'll go over your build later. But this is not the right build for what you're doing here. And the Gazlo didn't even go like the dueling build to actually like duel you. Are we gonna live? The good counter kills. Oh, so close. Almost. Okay, we at least hold on to the point for now. Okay, I like that someone went up here. I don't know if it's the tank is the right call, but I'm glad someone went here, because we can't give the point away for free. So hopefully whoever's down here doesn't die for it. Okay, no one died for it. Okay, so once again, taunt's coming. So we should be calling, I'm looking for a taunt. I'm looking for a taunt. Right? You're going to the point, but you're looking for a taunt, whether it be right here or this Anduin. There it is. Oh, the money. I don't know why. If you Odin'd ahead of time, like this is actually like a 4-head Odin or 5-head Odin, because like I did not think he was gonna get the taunt, but you Odin'd already. And oh, a bubble. So sure, you didn't get a kill. Oh my gosh, you died here again. This is bad. So if you are constantly dying into this matchup, you need to be calling for help or change it up. Change up your strategy. You can't. On Braxis specifically, that like the objective's too strong to be trading out and losing. So, just like I said, despite that you guys down here didn't get a kill, you did you got them to blow all of their buttons. And guess what? Your buttons are back up because you're a pick comp. So you can just taunt again as soon as they step up too far. Try not to be clearing the wave so much, Sodium. Like, you're the tank. You're going to be vision control. You need to be the first person to enable a taunt. Like, Toast is making plays this game. Goodness gracious, Toast. Okay. That's just, yeah, KTZ things. You got your pick, so now you do something. There's your kill. Well done. Take the building. Yep. Now go help Thrall. Okay. So since Thrall is losing, he's calling for it now, or Varian's calling for the camp. Okay, he's calling for the camp. Since Thrall is losing top, hopefully Sugarman is saying, hey, like, I'm having difficulties top. But since he's losing top, once you guys got your kills there, you should go take the point top. They're down 2 players. Force them to do something different. Because right now, Gazlo's just going to keep winning, and it's not going to change. So this camp is cool and all. Like, you can take it. Maybe you can do both. But if you go straight top after your kills, you might be able to kill Gazlo versus just holding bottom. So instead of... Okay, so we're taking camps when we're ahead. Yeah, it can work. Like I said, like you're putting macro pressure. Now you're a little ahead, Sodium. If you were like Muradin or a Nubrak, this is fine. Because you can play for vision with your body and then jump away, dig away. Even ETC, slide away. But you being Varian, you need another player to help you get away. And you took shield wall. You took the protect at 10. And so since you're protected, that means you can't rush back to your teammates. Which I think the protect's fine. Well, maybe, yeah, the protect's fine. It saves you from the wombo combo one-shot, I guess. But, yeah, they're mainly auto-attack damage. So you might be hurting your own self-sustain by not taking by losing your second charge of parry. So, I digress. So yes, you can't be doing this. This is too far. So, and you just ran into them. If Joe was here, right? If Joe was here and they were ready to fight you, that would be a shield into a probably dead Sodium. Like, yes, Cranky's in range, but like that's very dangerous to be rotating ahead like that. So now we see that they're here. And so as a pick comp, we want to take uneven fights. There we go. That's the right target. Where's everyone? Right? He was forced to throw his wombo. Oh. And KTZ dies. Oh my gosh. During this whole time, you guys are winning the point. KTZ had right back, so it was okay. Kill that Joe. Oh, yeah. Way to live. Kill that throw. Yep, well done. And then you get another one. Yep. Oh my gosh, it's a massacre. That's pretty deep. Okay, you got those unkillable. I'm like, I don't know if you can get that, but... Okay. I'm glad all 5 of you are pushing this. Do you know why I'm glad all 5 of you are pushing this? It's not because you got the Zerg. It's because you got this camp. So normally you want someone to be catching the soak globes. Even though you won the objective, you usually don't want to leave this lane empty because it will do damage. Your buildings are relatively healthy. And on top of that, this camp has stopped any additional support. So the Zerg are just flat out dying to your minions. Right? Like, this won't die for a while because it's going to spawn the Roachlings or the Hydras. But that's okay. The fact that you guys chose to push your advantage while you're ahead as 5 is the right call. Good job. Because your siege isn't very good. You guys need the objective to siege and win. So... that person's out of position, taunt them. Even though it's Joe, taunt them. Make the Joe forced to use the D. Make the Joe or the Anduin forced to use the pull. Don't let stupid stuff walk in front of you for free. And on top of that, you have a whole Zerg behind you. Right? Taunt that next time. Okay, you're at their core now, and your Zerg is 77% healthy. You should be communicating to one another. Are we ending? Are we hitting core, or are we looking for a kill? Since your team's win condition is pick, you will not be able to go core without more picks, right? You need to defend the Zerg. You don't really siege well. So you should be saying to yourself as a team, as you're going in towards the core, we're looking for a pick. Can we get a pick? Right? Here's their chance. Here's their all-in wombo, right? That's their whole game plan is push R. So the wombo's going to hit 3. Judo's going to throw his shield afterwards. Oh, Judo never throws his shield. Yeah, they messed up there. That's an actual beautiful wombo combo. Right? Let's look at it one more time. Just that way you guys can see what the weaknesses of your comp. So look at you guys. You're pretty clumped. Not bad. Right? The 3 of you are here. So here's their chance. right? Without the light bomb, maybe they don't have as much. I don't know where Tassadar is. Tassadar's alive, but this should be. If I was this team, it should be Joe Shield right now. Doesn't matter who. Maybe Thrall, just so that way it's a guaranteed you're going to hit additional people. But you should be throwing it right here. Shield. One shield, then Gravo. Right? Because then Gravo can't miss. Gravo is thrown in haste. Like, Anduin's root is what makes this even better. Right? Then Tassadar didn't throw abilities at the location, and Joe didn't throw her shield. Like, if you would have thrown all of your buttons here, these two people are dead. But they didn't do it right. So Gazlo just gets blown up because it's Gazlo things. So since you guys got your pick, shield just missed. Oh my gosh. Okay. You guys got your pick. Look for another one. There it is. And now you end. GG. Okay. So it's a quick win. That's Braxis for you, though. Snowballs real fast. I still think we have a lot to learn here. They did not respect KTZ, and KTZ got way too many free kills that game. So, well played, Toast. Good taunts. I want to see more follow-up on Sodium's taunts. Sodium literally should be screaming, I'm taunting, or I'm engaging, or I'm doing something. So, overall, not bad. I don't know what happened top. Let's start with the Thrall matchup real quick. Okay. I will ask my Thrall OTP, or one-trick pony that I know. I'm almost 100% positive this is the wrong build, and you should almost never go E. So, yes, you will not be against Joe very often, so you might be able to get more E's off, but, like, you're not going to be auto-attacking. Right? Like, Echo the Elements is correct. This is your Wave Clear talent. Mana Tide is correct. This is how you get your mana back, so these two give you the sustain. The only sustain you're missing is health. So, if on 7 I took Ancestral Wrath, I now have a 30% heal. Right? You get to heal and do damage. So you're like duels. Even if you're losing the duel, you can at least pop that and live. Or pop that and get a kill. So, Ancestral Wrath 100% was the pick here. I don't. You don't need movement speed. And after 40, you gain more movement speed. You don't need movement speed. There's no one you're chasing down. There's no one you're trying to get a hold of. I don't like this at all. This should have been Ancestral Wrath. Okay, Earthquake. This should have been Sundering. I'm not trying to just be negative. So, Earthquake is used as a zoning tool and as a follow-up rooting tool. So once again, what's our win condition? It's pick. We are looking for one quick kill. Earthquake does not help with one quick kill. Earthquake can help with a disengage, right? If our kill goes bad, you can disengage. Cool. But you're not with the team. So when you show up, you need to bring impact. Earthquake is not going to do that into this team. Right? Anduin went bubble. So if you were unsure, you could have held your 10 to see what Anduin went. As soon as he went bubble, guess what? Sundering. You just instantly interrupt that bubble because he's using it to save someone. So trading your Sundering for his bubble, right? They're the same cooldown. Every time he bubbles, you Sunder. And now they don't have an ultimate. So, 100% Sundering. I understand you went E. You went all E builds. You picked all the E's. But I think if I was playing you in this particular matchup, I would have gone Mana Tide, Ancestral Wrath, which then gives me space to take Frostwolf's Grace here. So you can this healing doubles, right? The healing is increased by 100% based on Thrall's missing health. Right? So you get more heals. Right? So this is huge. Getting a bigger heal. So that's 2 talents that are helping you heal and get mana back. So more heals for your duels. And then here, I don't think you're ever going to get chances to auto-attack safely. right? Now that you're fighting as 5, right? If you're clumped in there trying to auto attack with the rest of them, you're just going to get blown up with the rest of them. So either the slow or the alpha wolf makes sense to me. I don't really care which one. So they're both good. And then 20, if you do take Earthquake, Earth and Shields is pretty overpowered. But Braxis doesn't normally go to 20s, just because the objective's so strong. So, alright, let's look at everyone else's build. So, okay. QQ, that's fine. At least you did both. I don't think I would have taken Q this game, just because they have a lot of AAs with Tassadar and Tazdingo. So I probably would have taken the Overpower. So you would have gotten bonus damage, and it reduces the cooldown of when you get an Overpower strike. So, right, because this is when you block a basic attack, it reduces the cooldown. Tassadar's auto attack is constant auto attacks. So it's one of the reasons why Varian's good into Tychus too, because you get constant over attack with Overpower. Taunt's correct. So this one here, because you went Q here, I think Q here is okay. Yeah, I don't know. It definitely saved you once or twice, so that's fine. Just be aware of when to pick these, because obviously you want to pick them when it makes sense. Healing when you're low health is huge, and then randomly getting heals when monsters die. This is kind of the offlane one, right? But you're playing in the lane close enough to where you could maybe, get that. So every 30 seconds you get a big heal. So usually take second wind. I don't like shield wall here. As much as it helps you with the wombo combo, you actually made it harder for you to survive, because the main source of damage from them is going to be Tazdingo, right? Or Zul'jin. So by removing one of your 2 invincible buttons to Zul'jin, you now become immune to damage from everyone. Whereas if you had Warbringer, you can also use this to get back to your teammates, to be able to reposition when you're behind walls, or find other ways of flanking and getting into damage. So I would have taken Warbringer over Shield Wall this game. There's not enough magic damage to warrant Shield Wall, but it saved you a couple times. Shattering Throw I think is right. Obviously they have a Joe. Shattering Throw makes Joe cry. Easy enough. But you have to use it correctly. Spell Power, yes, I agree. It helps your healing, helps your damage, helps your KTZ. Agreed. At 20, make sure you take Glory to the Alliance. It gives you another healer. You get 1.5 healing, right? The banner now increases the health regeneration of all heals by 50%, and the cooldown is reduced. So you pretty much have a constant plus 1.5 healer. So make sure you take that if you're going Spell Power banner. Okay, Tychus things. All right. I agree with quarterback. With the way that things are going, you're going to need to be able to hit things from range. The bigger they are is a tough one here for me. So I think bigger they are works because you have a finisher in Toast. But I don't know. It's hard. Do I think you should go in the rhythm? No. Do I think you should take Master Assassin then? Probably. Just because of how Toast was playing this game, there was probably several targets where your minigun, if it was activated, would not do enough damage, or would not do any damage, because they were below 30% health, because they survived Toast's combo. Versus Master Assassin at least gives you something, right? You just flat out get 10% increased attack speed. So I would not have taken in the rhythm because you went Odin. So that doesn't really work together. So I agree with Melting Point. Helps with your cooldown, more damage, more range, more damage. I agree with Odin. It gives you Siege. It gives you anti-wave clear. Healing Tychus. Yes. Maybe. Yes, this is probably correct. There's not enough spell armor for you to take this, so that's correct. Yes, I agree. And at 20, make sure it's red button. Who did I talk to yet? Rhino. Totem. Q. Totem. I agree with the slow. That'll be huge versus the Zul'jin. Totem. Something you might want to do is see how many times this Wellspring gave you a bonus heal. that game, I was so focused on the KTZ and the taunts that I didn't really see how much value this got. But this might be a hard one getting value. Like, yeah, I don't know if this gets value this game. I have also a hard time giving up on this talent here. Since you already took the Q talent, I think this should have been the Q here. Healing Totem is really good on this one too, on this map, just because you can drop it like off to the side right here, and you can heal your whole team as you're fighting for the points. So Healing Totem is really good. Don't forget about it. Extra buttons are hard though, so if you can't do the extra button, don't panic. I do agree with Totem Totem. I just am not sold on this one yet. I think if you went Q here, probably Q here. And then, yes, Totem here. And then at 20, upgraded Ancestral. So, okay, cool. That's everyone. Sweet. Well, good game. You guys won. You guys pushed that Zerg. You got your kills. Just remember, play to your win condition. Communicate what we're doing on the points. And communicate when we need help or when we're losing or winning, so that way we don't give them a free Zerg. Because they got a free Zerg from us, that first one, because we just didn't communicate. So, alright, that's Rock. I'll catch you on the next one.